call is answered, say, find my podcast. They'll ask you which one. You say On Point Live. That podcast, our show, will be loaded to your phone. You can listen to it and enjoy it time and time again. All right, Vince and Jackie, let's get into it right now. We got to start off with the Rams. They're the best team in the NFL right now. Best record at 9-2. They took it to the Tampa Bay Bucks 34-7. Vince, your thoughts?
Well, they're the hottest team right now in the NFL, Mike. There's no question. And I think it all boils down to the coaching. And I think they're getting excellent coaching on both sides of the football. Offensively, of course, Sean McVay is doing a great job with the quarterbacks and putting everything together, putting Puka Nacua, getting him in the lineup, getting Devontae Adams in the mixture of the passing game, getting the running game going, and Ryan Wendell up front's been doing a great job with the offensive line.
Absolutely.
Great protection, right, Jackie? And
Absolutely.
then on defense, too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That guy
is number one, Jackie, giving up the fewest amount of points per game in the NFL. Why do you think they win? I mean, it's defense.
If you don't score, you can't beat them.
That's
as
right.
simple as that. And Shula has done a fantastic job. And Vince, we might as well mention that we're hearing that the New York Giants are very interested in Shula as a possible head coach. I would certainly hate to see him leave, but he is earning every bit of that particular opportunity.
Well, he's taken after his grandpa, isn't he, though, Jackie?
Yes, Don
Shula.
Absolutely.
And you took pictures with Don
Absolutely. I took pictures with his granddad. I told him that the other day when I was out at training camp.
How old am I? Don Shula's his grandpa? Give me a break.
Yeah, absolutely. That's who
Vince,
his grandpa.
You talk about your Italians. That guy's a Czech man. He knows good beer when he drinks it there. Don Shula and Chris.
Well, yeah, that's important.
Back to the Rams, man. I just can't say enough about the way this team is operating right now. Devontae Adams came out, and he said, Vince, that this is the most fun that he's ever had playing this game.
Why not?
The most fun that
when
he's
you can
ever
catch
had.
8 touchdown passes
and not
less
have
than
to run
2 yards.
Not have to run a 5-yard route.
He
don't have to go 5 yards, and he's leading the league in touchdowns. So it says a lot about number one, what McVay thinks of his ability to use his hands and his eyes to track the football and make big catches. Says a lot about
not their tush push, but their flop pass.
Yes,
or whatever.
Absolutely,
I mean, they can just
and and I personally, I'll admit, I was having problems with that because I think, for me, I like the idea of being inside the 5-yard line and giving your offensive lineman a chance to beat some of that pass rush out of those guys and feel good about punching the ball in the end zone. It's a physical game, and that's an opportunity for offensive linemen to really, really be physical and pin their ears back and get after guys. So, but I'm seeing that what McVay is doing, the way he's calling the game, it demoralizes defenses. It demoralizes teams because, you don't feel like you have an answer for them. You're sitting there at the line of scrimmage with your knees bent, squatting, lowering your hips, ready to take on a big guy, and then all of a sudden you stand up and the ball has been tossed over your head for a 2-yard touchdown. That's got to be frustrating, Vince.
But Michael, Jackie makes a good point because it's the style and the innovation that he uses with personnel groupings. And if you're going to play against the Rams, if your defense is predicated on personnel groupings, if they have 2 tight ends or 3 tight ends in the game, I know a set of plays they're going to want to run, and this is what we have to defend. Most teams are getting off guard. They're confused by what the different formations and the personal groupings that they have on the field. If you have Devontae and Puka, okay, that's a whole different type of scheme. If you have one running back versus the Rams don't use 2 running backs in a game. So, it's condensed, but yet there's a myriad of different formations and movement that they're trying to get their defense off balance.
Absolutely.
And that's how they're doing.
And they're fishing constantly for the weaknesses that they perceive to be in that defense. And they're always putting a lot of pressure on those areas where they perceive to be flaws in the defense. And if they aren't flaws, the quarterback is doing a great job of reading the counter throws and making good decisions with the football. I can't see at this point in time, Vince, anyone being a favorite MVP candidate over Matthew Stafford. He's playing the best football of any quarterback in pro football right now.
MVP level play with Matthew Stafford. He threw 3 touchdowns. He got 27 in a row without an interception. He's thrown 30 TDs on the season with only 2 interceptions. Only guy with him in that class is Patrick Mahomes. It's a very elite company.
And it all started with that game in Wimbledon, Mike, when they went overseas, and he had 5 touchdown passes against the Jags that game. A lot of them were close up with Devontae Adams. And in that span of time, the last 6 weeks, with the bye the following week, he's had 18 touchdowns. But 8 of them came to Devontae, which is 45%. But those passes were less than 2 yards average per touchdown.
Very long. But, there's another group on this football team that is very special that we need to give a shout-out to and a pat on the back to, and that's their secondary, Vince.
Oh, yeah.
Their secondary is playing lights-out football. I mean, they got Emmanuel Forbes, for example. The guy had 5 pass defenses. They threw the ball at him 5 times.
Did anybody ever catch a pass against him?
Didn't catch a pass against him, Vince. That's saying a great deal. Yeah. I mean, this
that's
guy.
That's your lockdown corner
That's
right there.
That's a lockdown corner right there. And then remember, they traded for him. They didn't draft him. So it says a lot about, the Rams organization and how they view talent to play situational football, the kind that they want to play.
And don't forget about my daughter's favorite Ram. Is number 53,
Absolutely, Landman. How about him? He got a new deal, Vince.
Wow.
He was on a $1.1 million deal, and the Rams concluded this. The guy hadn't been there 6 months, and he was voted a captain. He wears the green dot, which means he's calling the plays. He's leading the team in forced fumbles. He got 3 of those with that peanut punch that he's using, and he's leading the team in tackles. He's got the most amount of tackles of any Ram this year.
Don't you love his energy and his play calling?
I love his energy. I love everything about this guy. He reminds me of Hacksaw Reynolds, some of the Jim Youngblood, some of the really good linebackers. Bob Brzezinski before he got traded away. Some of the really good linebackers that I played with at the Rams. Carl Akron is another guy that he reminds me of, calling all those plays. So, when a team sees a man having the kind of success that lends itself to overall team success, when they see that guy get rewarded, it makes everybody say, hey, this is a fair organization. If I do my job and do it well, I'm going to get treated like the best in the league. And I just can't say enough about Rams management and the way they're dealing with this and identifying the special guys and making sure that they take care of them.
Landman's got his own TV show, Jackie. And, Vince, let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they needed a kicker. They go out, they get Harrison Mevis, and he makes 2 field goals, including a 52-yarder. Where was he when you guys needed him in Super Bowl 14 for Frank Corral?
That's that extra point. They beat us by the spread. What in the world?
Well, Mevis has done a great job, man.
But you know what, Jackie? Sean McVay did a really clever thing, too. He kept his kicker.
Mm-hmm.
Cardi. And so it's not much. It's a team effort, Mike, right? It's the guy snaps the ball. It's the guy, the holder. It's the blocking that you do up front, not necessarily just the kicker.
Well, he got rid of the holder, Ward.
Yeah.
And he brought in Ward was actually the deep snapper. Mm-hmm. They brought in a 15-year deep snapper that had been with him before. And all of a sudden now, all of the problems are gone. Interesting thing was the way he said Cardi was handling. He liked the way Cardi was handling the whole situation of being benched, and he did not cut him. He kept him on the practice roster. It says a lot about the way that team perceives McVay as a leader and a head coach.
That's a good point.
Tampa Bay has lost 3 in a row. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to handicap or look at the past games last week, analyze them, and look at it from the side of coaching. I think Vince and Jackie have a good look at what coaching means to these teams. So we'll take a break, get you a chance to order your Harmony cheese. Go to harmonycheese.com, get some Abergelli, get some Parmesan that Vince Ferragamo loves. We'll take a quick break, and On Point Live will return. Vince Ferragamo and Jackie Slater, don't go away.
Keep listening for details on how to get up to $300 airline credit. Sky Holidays introduces a one-of-a-kind air credit program. Our buying team got a little too aggressive in getting hotel and air deals, so now we have to liquidate our prices. Here's how. Whether you want to go to Paris, Las Vegas, London, Atlanta, Hawaii, or anywhere else in the world, we have amazing deals. Book a selected hotel and we'll give you up to $300 airline credit. Now you can can book your vacation and get a free credit to use towards airline travel. We'll book both, airline and hotel, with one simple phone call. We have access to most airlines and deals on thousands and thousands of places to stay. Call right now, book your hotel rooms, claim your airline credit. You can change or modify it at any time. 800-256-4816. 800-256-4816.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. There's
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
And we welcome you back to the Chiller North here in Columbus, Ohio, as Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network, is proud to bring to you Canton Akron Jets hockey, Game 2 of this Thanksgiving Classic here in the Columbus area, the annual Classic. Canton Akron has won the tournament the last 2 out of 3 years here, and today they will be getting ready to take on the Dublin Kaufman Rocks. Hello, everyone. Jim Craven with you. High atop the stands here in Rink 1 at the Chiller North as we get ready for Game 2 of this weekend. Jets were in action last night. They had a 4:45 start. However, a rocky start for the Canton Akron Jets as they would immediately go down 2-0 in the first period with goals by Bishop and Hendricks for Olentangy Berlin. And there would be a change in net halfway through the first period. Connor Mold would come in for relief, and in the second period, it will be Benson, Balestrino, and Weaver all putting goals in to give the Jets a 3-2 lead. Third period, the only scoring coming up will be Mason Doris on an empty netter. That coming with 38 seconds left in the game. And for Olentangy, they would stop 33 out of 35. And for Connor Mold, he came in relief. He would stop every shot, giving the Canton Akron Jets the 4-2 win. Give you some update here on how this tournament works here. This tournament is awarded points by period. So last night, the Canton Akron Jets lost the first period, so they did not get awarded a point for that. However, they won the second and third, which would give them 1 point for each period, 2 points for the win, and they have 4 points leading their division. They sit in first place. For Dublin Kaufman, they come in at 6-0, 34 goals for, 12 goals against. And they were last in action last night as they would take on Hilliard. They would get the 5-4 win. So they too had a close game last night. We'll check the standings there for Dublin Kaufman to see where they are at. Jets will be back in action tonight as they will take on that very same Hilliard Hockey Club. Those two teams met just 2 weeks ago with Canton Akron getting the win on that Sunday. Last night from around the area, the Youngstown Phantoms, they get the overtime win against the Tri-City Storm. Jack Wilson putting in the winning goal in overtime. And, of course, the McDonald Blue Devils in the Division 7 playoffs, they fall last night, as does the Mooney Cardinals. All representatives from the Youngstown area have been eliminated. Championship weekend coming up next week at Tom Benson Stadium. They're at the Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. Vandals will be back in action tonight. They will take on the Tri-City Storm, game 2 of the weekend. That's going to be a 5:45 airtime and a 6:05 puck drop with the voice of the Phantoms, Matt Lipsack. And the Youngstown State Penguins, they will host Yale in round 1 of the what used to be the 1AA division, but now the FCS Championship Series, as they will try to move on, being led by the junior quarterback, Bo Brungard, who is a Walter Payton candidate, which is the equivalent of the Heisman Trophy in 1AA. So the best of luck to them. And there's also a little game going up there in Ann Arbor that will kick off in just about 32 minutes as the Ohio State Buckeyes, number 1 team in the nation, undefeated, head to the Big House, and they will try to knock off that team up north for the first time in 5 tries. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the puck drop here from the Chiller North here in Columbus. You are listening to Canton Akron Jets Hockey here on Western Reserve Radio 2, a part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Passion, talent, development. NCAA hockey offers all that, and its players graduate at a 90% rate. Joe Pavelski.
Backhand scores! Wow, what a goal!
Johnny Gaudreau. And Torrey Krug were stars on campus before the NHL stage. Whether you are a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey. Visit collegehockeyinc.com and follow @collegehockey.
Champions of the college hockey world!
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
The stations that always keep you in the zone.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
Back here at the Chiller North here as we wait for our national anthem. Both teams on the ice. Connor Mold starting in the net to our left. It'll be Warren Cachere. to our right. Our nation's national anthem only means we are closer to puck drop here in Game 2 of this Thanksgiving Classic here at the Children North in the Columbus, Ohio area. Big day in Columbus, of course. All we can say is go Buckeyes. Canton Akron rebounding after a 2-0 deficit in the first period last night. They bounced back. And defensively, only 16 shots total allowed by the CAK defensemen last night. 35 shots for the Jets. Tangi was able to stop 32 of those, one of those being an empty netter with 38 seconds left here. Jets will be moving left to right, going to be in their white jerseys with the blue shoulders. Light blue numbers outlined in white. And for the Dublin Kaufman Rocks, they'll be in their all black with the green detail. Rocks across the front of the jersey, black pants, and the black helmets. As we are just moments away underway, as Braden LaChance will get this one started for CAK. And it'll sail back into the defensive zone. Craven going to send this one D to the far side. They'll send it back through the center. Trying to get this one over to Mason Darst. Darst with a goal last night to seal the win for Canton Akron. They'll battle in the lower right corner and move right to left. 6-0 are the Dublin Kaufman Rocks. Bellamy will send this one around the net. It'll be head back out to center. Magyar going to send this through center again. He'll try to get over to Bellamy. Bellamy couldn't handle it. Darst send it back into the Jets' offensive zone. It'll head behind the net to Warren Castre, the junior goalie for Dublin Kaufman. Rocks now working from behind their own goalie, trying to work forward. Now it's Chase Beatty. Maybe he'll drop it. He'll work through center. We'll chip this one down deep behind the Jets netminder, Connor Mold, back out to the point. From the blue line, they'll go D to D. Sent from Scholl. He'll send it across. Try to get into the slot. Jets there defensively to redirect it down into the corner. Here on the near boards. From the blue line, taking a shot. Going to be swallowed up by Connor Mold for shot of the day. Goes to Braden Scholl. And the first stop goes to Connor Mold. Jets will be back in action tonight. They'll take on Hilliard. We will have the face-off to the right of Mold, Sif, and Olenkido for the face-off. No possession out. Puck's going to bounce off the glass this time, sent down ice by Balestrino. Balestrino, the defenseman, coming back with the travel team this week, got a goal last night as well. Rocks working from behind their old goal line. Balestrino stepping in, couldn't get to it quick enough. Puck will sail through center and in the Jets' defensive zone where they will pick it up. And Weaver will have it on the near board. Weaver trying to feed it forward. Gets it to Sif. Dan Sif down the near side, nicely behind him. He'll have Balestrino to his left. He'll lose the puck, though, and they'll work it back through center. It'll be the Rocks with possession. Couldn't handle it. Tyler Benson right there. He redirected Sif. Trying to get it through center, but can't get past Colin Delaney. Delaney from the far side. Tried to send it to the near side. However, went off a boot of a Rocks player. Weaver will pick it up. He'll get it back into the zone. He's 4-on-1 as the Jets go for a change. He'll take his time, work around the net of Castre, and finally set something up. It'll be redirected to center. Braden LaChance They'll send it back out. Jets will have to clear. Barbieri will take the shot. We'll get the whistle. And I believe they're going to have it offside here. 12:50 left here, first period. We are scoreless. Only one shot on goal so far. That is for Dublin Kaufman. Drop this one just outside the Jets' offensive zone. LaChance trying to send it back. You'll get it to Chavold. Chavold takes a shot. And it'll be swept away by Castre. Out to the far side. Chavold will try to recover it. You'll have Deacon Johnson there with him. Rocks, though. And they're tenaciously. We'll have it bounced around in the upper right corner. Chavold trying to make some contact and loosen up the puck. But the Rocks will get it out of the defensive zone. They'll work it through center. And bank this one up deep into the offensive zone. Craven there. And he'll try to work around and try to get away from Hunchakati. And we're going to have a whistle. And I think we have a penalty coming up. Who they're going to call on this? And checking from behind is going to be the call. They're going to send Chase Broadfoot to the box for Dublin Kaufman. And the Canton Akron Jets will go to the power play. 12:20 left here at first period. 15-minute periods and 90-second penalties. These are not 2-minute penalties. They will be 90 seconds. They will drop this one to the right of Castre. It'll be LaChance, Sif, Stagmeyer, Craven. And I believe that's going to be Weaver out at the point. A little bit of a delay here as the officials do some house cleaning. Not sure. Okay, finally we'll drop this one. Back out to the point. Weaver going D to Sif. Sif sending it back over to LaChance. We'll backhand it to Weaver. Tried to get it to him down in the circle. We'll send it down into the corner, but Craven tried to save it, and it'll be chipped up into the netting. We'll get the whistle with 12:10 remaining here. 119 on the penalty. Canton Akron coached by Sean Houston. He's assisted by Ethan Everhart, Johnny Evans, and Mike Furlong. Dave Noss, the head coach of the Rocks, Braden Olenquito. DJ Colombo, Ben Grant, and Brady Magyar, assistants there at Dublin Kaufman. Rocks will win this one with some speed, trying to get through center. Sipping there, he'll poke it away. And the Rocks will have to reset out at center. They'll send it back behind the net of Mold. Connor Mold will come out and play it. B. Weaver. Try passing it. Back to the boards, and it'll get it right back to Weaver. Nice pass by Dan Sif to the far side. Braden LaChance. Captain working to the inside. Takes the shot. It's going to be a pad save by Castre. Off to the right side, the puck will go. The Rocks with the recovery. They'll try to get out of the defensive zone. Craven there, though. They'll bounce it off the board. Stagmeyer will have it out at center. He'll go D to D, send it over to Weaver. Weaver dropping it for LaChance. LaChance on the far boards. Gets it into the zone. Back to Weaver. Top of the circle. Sif taking the shot. Trying to get it through traffic. Craven trying to get the rebound. Not there. 11:14 left here, first period. Connor Mold coming way out of the net to play this one. He'll send it out to center. It'll jump over the stick of Stagmeyer. And then after being redirected, Craven will try to keep it in there. He'll keep it in the zone, take it around the kick plate up in the upper right corner. They'll have Weaver there with them. That'll be Stagmeyer. Craven working back into the slot, looking for a feed. Weaver from the point now, from the near side. He'll go D to D. Far side, trying to feed it in. Try to get it to Chavold as he came off the bench, but it'll be redirected. Craven will have to battle for it against the boards. And it'll be Chavold now, feeding out to the near side. Stagmeyer, back to Weaver. Weaver took a shot, and it's going to go high over the ductwork. Didn't hit the ceiling. I think that might be the first time I've seen that one. Chavold now behind the net. He and Craven tying up. A couple of Rocks players. Puck's loose, and Chavold trying to feed it in the slot. Craven trying to, for the redirect, couldn't get to it. Weaver back at the blue line. Took a second shot, but only made it halfway through traffic. Puck down behind the goal line behind Connor Mold now. Again, Rocks working right to left. Weaver going to take it away from him. Send it back out to Ethan Bell. Bell going to have to chase this one down. No icing. Feeding out. Wyatt Dilly there had an opportunity to backhand. Couldn't connect on it. 10 minutes left here. First period. We got to get out of football mode. That season's over. Jack Pryor now working up the far board. Trying to get into the zone. Took a little bit of a bump. Almost a knee involved in there, but no call. Bellamy with the puck. Had it. Ethan Bell going to strip it away from him. And the Rocks will drift back to their own defensive zone. They'll push it forward as Canton Akron will set up from behind the net of their own goalie now. Bell feeding this to Lucas Black. Black, the senior, out of West Branch High School. will have it stripped away from him, and it'll be Jack Pryor that will have to chase it back down again, but he'll have Delaney right behind him. Delaney reach it in there. It's going to force him to set the puck down here. Tyler Benson with it now as he would push it forward. Luke try to get it to Lucas Black. And the Rocks now will have to reset from the defensive zone. Delaney sending it out to center. Off the stick of one of his teammates there. Now it's Tyler Benson. Chipping it in deep into the Jets' offensive zone. They'll go for a change. 8:50 left here in this first period. No score. Zip from the top of the circle. Takes a shot. Couldn't get it through traffic. It'll go wide left. Tyler Benson trying to feed it back to him. Excuse me, that'll be Rossi Nicely now on the ice. He's looking for somebody in the slot there, but the puck redirected all over the place here in this first period. Nicely battling through two black jerseys. Takes a backhanded shot. Couldn't get it through traffic. Back out to center is Jack Pryor. Pryor moving forward on the near board. He'll take a bump. Puck will come loose. And Jackson Niddle will be the closest one to it, but he'll send it out to center. Will be picked up by Max Morrow. Morrow tried to get into the zone, went off of a player, and now Jack Pryor down behind the goal line to the left of Castre. We'll try to work it in Sip. It's some good hand work from the top. Morrow from the top of the circle takes a shot, and it's going to be stopped by Warren Castre. The clock will stop at 7:54 left here in the first period. We are scoreless. Shots on goal so far, 4-1 in favor of Canton Akron. Drop this one to the right of Castre. Stagmeyer taking this, and they'll shoot it from the point, but it's not going to make it through traffic. Loose puck here, as the Rocks will have it, but it'll be Gage Weaver beating Matthew Bellamy to it. And now Braden LaChance down the far board into the zone. You know, Mason Doris in the slot trying to swing around to get a clean pass off. Couldn't do it. He'll drop past this one to Doris at the boards. Trying to look for Stagmeyer in the slot. And we're going to have a penalty coming up. A tripping call coming up against the Canton Akron Jets. And they will send on the special teams for this one. First penalty of the day for Canton Akron. Had a power play earlier in this first period. Could not convert on it. And Mason Doris will head to the box for 90 seconds. As we'll drop this one to the left of Connor Mold now. Jackson Niddle to take the face off. Take this one against LaChance. Bell, Pryor, LaChance, and Barbieri out for the penalty kill. From behind the net, Jets trying to work it out. Swept away by Canton Akron, but Pryor are going to connect with Niddle and shake the puck loose. Niddle, though, going to send it back out to the point. And Ethan Bell taking a chance, reaching in there. They'll send the puck back to center. Klein. Going D to D, he'll go to the far side. 1 minute left on the power play for Dublin Kaufman. Kaufman down in the offensive zone. There'll be some contact there. Ethan Bell going to shake the puck loose, but he'll just send it out to the blue line where the Rocks will reset their power play unit. From the far side, from the circle. That's going to be Beatty. Beatty lost it. Pryor going to send it around the glass, but it's going to head up into the netting, and we'll get the whistle. With 6:39 left here, first period. 40 seconds left on the Kaufman power play. And this faceoff will come to the left of Mold again. Niddle and LaChance. Working across the blue paint, knocked away by Connor Mold. Kind of juggled it. Braden LaChance now with a breakaway, has an opportunity. He's one-on-one, works to the inside, and he'll take a backhanded shot. It'll go over the net with 24 seconds left on the penalty kill. CAK looking for the shorthanded goal. And now the Rocks will set up from behind Castre for one last rush here on the power play. 13 seconds left to the inside. They'll sweep it to the right of Connor Mold, but again, picked up by LaChance and swept out of danger. 5 seconds left on the power play. And CAK will clear this one. We're back to 5-on-5. 5:55 left. First period. Barbieri going to send this one down to the upper right corner. As Lucas Black will try to work around Magyar. Puck still loose here. And finally, Eakin Johnson will send us back out to the point. Attempted shot by Craven, but Too many bodies there. And Kaufman now trying to work through center, but it's going to be picked up and sent over to Johnson. Johnson takes the shot. Couldn't get all of it. And recovered by Delaney behind the net. Craven going to keep it in the zone, though, as he tried to send it out. Craven working to the inside, trying to work the 3 black jerseys, and he'll finally lose it. And Kaufman will send this all the way down. Should be icing coming up against Kaufman. Indeed, it will be. 5:09 left here, first period. We are scoreless. That's back in action tonight. They will take on Hilliard. Face off to come to the right of Castre. Stagmeyer from behind the net, try to recover. We're going to get a whistle. I think they may have knocked the net off its moorings. We'll get the whistle with 5:03 left. And we'll do it again. 11:48 here in the East. We are waiting for that kickoff up in Ann Arbor. We'll try to keep you updated on the scores. You join us here for Canton Akron Jets hockey. Weaver from center. Slide this one back. Well, we said it. Braden LaChance will have to chase it back down to the offensive zone. Back into the slot. With a backhand. Stop by Castre. Back out to the blue line. Weaver couldn't keep it in. And they'll have to chase this one back down to the Jets' defensive zone. Weaver from behind the net of Mold. Tried to throw around here. And an opportunity. Trying to feed something back out. But Delaney thought better. It'll be Mason Doris now. Trying to work to the inside, but can't keep his feet. And the Rocks will have it behind their own goal line as they will send it up the near board. Weaver there. Some contact there. Puck still loose. 4:14 left first period. No score. Weaver tried to take the shot, but was back checked by Colin Delaney. From the right of Castre. He'll send it out to the far side. Morrow going to keep it in the zone. Trying to drop it down. It's going to go off the stick, be redirected. Mason Doris there. Doris takes a shot, and it's going to... Oh, no, I couldn't get that close as Braden LaChance had an opportunity. And we'll get the whistle. 3:50 left here as there's a penalty coming up against Dublin Kaufman. And that'll be Ethan Klein headed to the box. 4:90 seconds. Didn't get the call on that. They didn't go to the scorer table. Apparently, they just understood it. So, Canton Akron back to the power play. 90 seconds. 3:48 left here, first period. Remember, these games are won by period. Hooking will be the call. As we'll shoot it from the blue line. Canton Akron converted on one power play last night. Niddle tried to work this into the zone, but Barbieri will have it and send it around the kick plate. Send it out towards Lucas Black. However, Black kind of hesitated on it, and it'll be redirected on the near board. Ethan Bell trying to work his way down the boards as well. Junior out of Jackson High School. Pryor at the blue line, sending it down. 44 seconds left on the power play. Back out to Pryor. Pryor takes a shot. It's going to go off of the boot of Niddle. Actually, will stay in play, though. Max Morrow will lose it, and it's going to be an opportunity for Kaufman, but Jack Pryor getting there quickly, taking the angle, and has the puck knocked away. Thor Chavold from the far side now, the sophomore out of Jackson High School. Trying to work through the center. We'll get through the neutral zone, try to work around Ethan Bell. We'll send it down deep into the Jets' offensive zone, and Weaver will head back to the ice. We'll take a shot. Glove saved. Mold will come out and play it. He'll sweep it around for Weaver behind the net. And Gage Weaver will send this out to center. It'll be stopped by Kaufman with 2:15 left here. First period, no score. Send this one around the top of the boards, around the glass. And Stagmeyer. Send it high into the air. Got to try to scoop it up as a chance now had it. Bellamy awkwardly trying to push it over, but shot from the blue line, and it'll be sipped. It'll redirect it into the upper left corner in front of us. Rocks trying to work into the center. Takes a shot, and it's going to go over the right shoulder of Connor Mold. 1:46 left here, first period. Matthew Bellamy, senior, gets the scoring going. Jets trail 1-0. And Sif will take the face-off against Bellamy here. Right at center. Tyler Benson, Pryor, Morrow, all out for Canton Akron. I'll be on the goal line now. Kaufman trying to send it up the board. Morrow keeping it in. He'll fight through two black jerseys. And it'll be bounced around here finally out the center. Canton Akron will be able to send it down into the zone. Sif chipping it in as Rossi Nicely will try to sneak around. He won't be able to get to it quickly, but back out to the blue line. Pryor couldn't stop it as well. He'll drift back into his own defensive zone on the near board, off the glass, and get it out to Dan Sif. Sif will bank it off the boards to get to Nicely. Nicely feeding over to Tyler Benson. Couldn't connect on the pass. Had an opportunity there. Tyler Benson back into the zone now, and we're going to get an offside as Dan Sif couldn't get out of the zone quick enough. Benson had a little bit of speed. And the clock will stop with 1:03 left here in the first period. 1-0 is your score. Kaufman leading Canton Akron. We'll have a face-off just outside the Jets' offensive zone. Craven, Barbieri, Benson, Sif, and Nicely out for Canton Akron. Down the near board. Kaufman will have it, though. Dumping out. Bellamy trying to chase it down to the right of Mold. Craven going to chase him down, push him off the puck. And Sif tried to reach in and grab it. He'll have it. He'll drop pass it to Craven. Craven working around behind the net of Mold. Off the glass, past Benson. And another shot. It's going to be a high one, but Mold coming up like a baseball catcher and snagging that one. 37 seconds left, first period. Jets trail 1-0. They need to take the face off for Kaufman as well as LaChance to the right of Mold. Craven will separate Keegan Sullivan from the puck. We'll send it up the boards. Can't get it out of the zone, though. Kaufman bouncing it around here. No possession as yet. And Thor Chavold going to feed this LaChance. 2-on-1 if they move. It's got Deacon Johnson to his right. Takes a shot. It's going to be knocked away. Rebound shot by Thor Chavold. And it's going to go to the right as well. Johnson in the slot waiting for a feed. Didn't get anything there. Finally gets it. He'll have to feed it back to Chavold. Craven this time. Trying to get there, but he'll have it swept away from him before he could get to it. And that will bring us to the end of the first period here at the Chiller North in Columbus, Ohio. After one, Canton Akron trails Dublin Kaufman by a score of 1-0. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. You are listening to Canton Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio 2, a part of the iMedia One network.
Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit TAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team, pride, Cobras.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
The stations that always keep you in the zone.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
Second period action coming up here. And Akron trailing by a score of 1-0. Shots on goal go like this. It would be only 4 shots on goal for Dublin Kaufman. However, they would capitalize on one. 9 shots on goal for Canton Akron. They have not been able to capitalize on anything. Canton Akron on 0 for 2 on the power play. Dublin Kaufman 0 for 1. Broadfoot and Bellamy both assess penalties there. Mason Doris for Canton Akron. We get a tripping call. As we will switch sides of the ice here now. Dublin Kaufman moving left to right. Canton Akron going to win this one. Try to take a shot, but going to go off the boot of Scholl. Down behind the goal line of Castre. Rocks moving left to right now. Canton Akron right to left. Connor molding the net to our right. Castre to our left. I'm sure I mentioned that. Back into the zone, and it'll be Balestrino. Got there too quick. Stagmeyer couldn't get out of the zone, and we'll get an offside call with 14:35 left here. Second period. Jets looking for their second win in a row. As Niddle and LaChance will take this one just outside the Jets' offensive zone to our near side. Jets will win this one, send it deep as Broadfoot will work from behind Castre. He'll get hit by Stagmeyer. He'll try to feed into the slot. Some action there, and it'll be covered up by Warren Castre. 14:23 remaining in the second period. Have a nice cut between the second and third period. Stagmeyer and Beatty will take the draw to the right of Castre. Scholl will pick this one up from behind the goal line. He'll look for an option. Try to get it out of the zone, but the chance there to keep it in. Scholl will try again. He'll drift back, get it to the far side, and feed it out to center. Out to Matthew Bellamy. Bellamy from the far side. With Weaver in front of him, takes a shot over the left shoulder of of Mold, and this one will be shot up into the ceiling. We'll get the whistle with 14 minutes even left here, second period. Jets trail by a score of 1-0. Three officials on the ice today for this one. Face off to the left of Mold. Carson Olenketo will take the face off for the Rocks. I believe thought that might have been LaChance taking it for it. Actually, Dan Siff taking the face off for Canton Akron. So out to center. Canton Akron will chip it right back down to CAK. They'll work it off the boards and down into the zone. Icing coming up here against Canton Akron. 13:47 to go here in the second period. I want to thank you if you're just joining us here on the iMedia One Network here at Western Reserve Radio 2, listening in on the iMedia One Network app for iOS and Android. Downloaded today the free iMedia One Network app. Puck to the far side. It'll go off the stick of a Kaufman player. They'll work from behind the net. Trying to get in the zone. Trying to feed Siff, but had too much on it. And it's going to be Delaney. Delaney tried to with some speed to get around, but he'll take the shot at the top of the circle. It'll go to the right of Mold. From the far side. He'll feed it out to the top of the circle. Takes another shot. It's going to be redirected over the net by Rossi nicely. And we'll get the whistle with 13-17 in the second period. And this tournament is won by periods, so Dublin Kaufman won the first period. He will be awarded 1 point. And in the end, whoever wins this will be awarded 2 points. Face off to the left of Mold. Braden LaChance taking this one for CAK. Trying to work it out of the zone, off the glass, out to center. And it'll be Chavold that tried to reach out and keep it in, but closest one to it was Olenketo. He'll have it knocked off a stick, and Jack Barbieri now will skate it to behind the net of Connor Mold. Well, Braden LaChance in front of him. Barbieri tried to send this one over the heads of everybody, but sent it up into the rafters. And the clock will stop at 12:55 remaining here in the second period. Both Youngstown State and Ohio State in action with 12 o'clock kickoffs. Roll back with the backhand out the center. Trying to look for LaChance, but couldn't connect on the pass. It'll sail back and be covered up by Mold as a couple of black jerseys approached him. He thought better of it. And we'll get the whistle with 12:41 remaining here, second frame. Face off to the left of Connor Mold. And won by CAK. They'll send it down the near board. Dilly, work it to the inside. Opportunity. It's going to be stopped by Castre. Dilly knows that was an opportunity. Couldn't capitalize on it. Warren Castre with a great stop. Face off now to come to his left. Puck sailing out the center. Milo Klein trying to get it through with some speed, but over the puck knocked away. And Kent Akron send it through center, but it'll end up back on the stick of Alex Kudzal. Palestrino there. He's going to go down. He had a problem with the blade. Try to work into the slot. And it's going to be knocked away by Mold. Slight scare there. 3-on-1 if they move. Couldn't get into the zone. It'll be knocked away by Unchakati. Shot from the right side. Stopped by Mold. He'll hold on to it with 11:54 left here, second period. We will try to keep you updated on the scores here. OSU a 9.5-point favorite. Also, we'll update you on the Youngstown State versus Yale game. That game being played at the Ice Castle in Youngstown. Face off to the right of Mold. Puck will sail around and try to bank this one off the board, get it out of the zone. But it'll be redirected by Broadfoot. Broadfoot keeping it in for Kaufman. Send it back out of Stagmeyer, though, at the blue line. Sending it across now to be CAK now on a rush to the far side. Trying to get it to Braden LaChance. LaChance working to the inside. Keeps working. Doris there, takes a shot. Couldn't get the rebound. And now it's going to be Beatty to the far side with Jack Pryor in front of him, trying to feed her with an opportunity. Takes a shot. It's going to be stopped. Sullivan with the opportunity. Another beautiful stop now as Mold starts to get some action on his end. Didn't see very many shots last night, but we'll get some work today as the puck can't be kept in by Magyar. Stagmeyer will chase him down from behind the net. Doris trying to deliver a shot. Puck loose, and it'll be Rocks that will let this one go, and it will be icing coming up against Dublin Kaufman. 10:56 remaining second period. Rocks with a 1-0 lead. He will have the face-off to the left of Warren Castre. Dan Sip to take this one. Craven nicely. Barbieri. Tyler Benson out. And the Rocks with possession. They'll work through center. Craven in front, trying to take the path away, take the long shot. Covered up by Mold. And the clock will stop again with 10:45. Face off to come to the right of Connor Mold. Shot from the top of the circle to the right of Connor Mold. He'll take the shot and redirect it. Glove save. Easily done off the shot of Olenkito, the sophomore forward for the Rocks. Rocks will win this one cleanly on the face-off. Tried to take a shot. Be redirected by Sip. Sip sending it all the way down, and we'll have icing coming up against the Jets. And a little bit of a groan from the Jets faithful. I think they believed the officials were going to wave off the icing, but that didn't happen. 11:41 left in the first quarter in Youngstown. The Penguins take a 6-0 lead. Oh, excuse me, they corrected that on my scoreboard here. somebody messing with the buttons there in Y-Town. All right, face off to the left of Mold. Battle for it down in the lower right corner. Jack Barbieri there, nicely waiting for it to come out of the pile. Craven going to tie it up in the upper right corner now. He'll battle for it. He'll have the leverage on it, trying to get the puck to come loose. And finally, he'll reach in, and it'll be CK with it. Craven winning the battle on that one. Nicely down the near boards. Trying to work to the inside. Has Tyler Benson in the slot. Waiting to be fed, but have the puck knocked away. Couldn't control it. And back out to the point. Shot from the point. And it's going to be stopped by Castre. Good vision by the junior netminder as that came through a crowd. .9:51 remaining here, second period. Jets trail 1-0. Braden LaChance take the draw for CAK to the left of Castre. Rocks will win this one. Trying to work down into the zone. And to the far side to the boards. No possession here, is it? Now it'll be Delaney trying to feed somebody out there, but he's going to be picked up by Canton Akron. Braden LaChance trying to work around Ethan Klein. Johnson will have it now, looking for somebody in the slot. Couldn't get anybody, and it went through the slot and back over to Kaufman. Balestrino sending it around the kick plate from the near side to the far side. He'll chip it out to center. Or Klein will reset this for the Rocks. Trying to feed it out to Wagner, but couldn't control it. Puck still loose here, finally. Controlled by Colin Delaney. Delaney takes a shot, going to be swept away by Mold. 8:57 remaining here, second period. Jets trail 1-0. Balestrino trying to sweep this one out. Working from behind the net of Connor Mold. Kaufman back and forth. Only to be mirrored. Here's Deacon Johnson. Will try to clear it, but Kaufman will keep it out. And look, I was going to say that puck kind of came out of the zone. Ethan Klein couldn't keep it in as both teams go for a change. The official looked like he was going to let that one go, but I think he got a little help from the crowd. 8:36 remaining here, second frame. Draw to come just outside the Jets' defensive zone. On our near side, won by the Jets. Bell trying to work into the zone. He'll take a shot. Pad save by Castre. Didn't have much on it, though. Pryor keeping it in. And for Kaufman now, it'll be Wagner having taken away. He'll lose a stick. Black from the left of Castre. Takes a shot. It's going to be a pad save. Bell, he'll take another sharp angle shot. That'll be redirected, and it'll sail out to center with Pryor. We'll set this one up for CAK. He'll try to get it through center. Puck still loose again. Now back. Through center's Pryor. He'll take the shot. Going to go wide right of Castre. Dilly keeping it back into the zone. He'll get it on. Actually, a shot on goal. Soft save by Castre. To the near side. Carson Olenkito trying to set up a player. He took a shot right in the slot, and the puck redirected all the way back down. Icing coming up against the Jets. 7:37 left here, second period. Jets trailing 1-0. Face off to the right of Mold this time. Jackson Ittle will take it for the Rocks. They'll keep it in the zone. Send this one in the lower right corner. Craven there, he'll deliver a shot. Puck still loose, picked up by Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer sent it around the kick plate. Tried to get it out to Doris, but lost some of its speed on it. And back out of the point. High shot from the far side. It'll go up into the glass, and Stagmeyer will send this one cross ice. Try to feed it out to Mason Doris on the near side now. Doris finally going to get some help from Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer out to the chance. Craven going to take the shot. Glove save. And the clock will stop with 7:01 remaining second period. Icing coming up against the Rocks here. Trying to get you some updates here on the Ohio State game. It's a big day here in Columbus. Face off to come to the right of Castray this time. Nicely to take this one forward. Canton Akron will trap it down on the corner. Sif will be there. Puck will come loose. Back out to the point. Balestrino sending it down to Sif. On the outside of the circle near the board. And Rocks now with some speed through it. Jackson Niddle. Send it to the far side. He'll take a shot, but it's going to be redirected off a boot. And almost a rebound shot is nicely, though, is going to sweep this one out of danger. 6.5 minutes left. As Canton Akron will send this one deep into the offensive zone. Send it right back around the kick plate. Tyler Benson there. Benson try to send it down in the circle. Go off the boot of a Rocks player. And Weaver now will have it. Shot by Tyler Benson. Took a bounce, and it went wide right of the cage. Rocks from the far side behind the goal line. They'll send this one out to the board, and this one's going to head all the way down ice. Actually, it'll be Connor Molden will step out to play it with just under 6 minutes to play second period. 1-0 is your score. Jets trail. Nicely from the circle to the right of Castray. Couldn't control it. And Canton Akron now had it for a moment, but Hunshinkati, trying to feed it over to the right of Mold. Takes a shot, and it's going to be stopped by the senior out of the Poland Seminary High School. 5:34 remaining second period. Face off to the right of Mold. 5.5 minutes left. 1-0 Kaufman with the lead. Again, these one by period, so Canton Akron down by one period. So far, we are scoreless here in the second. Puck loose now as Chavold. 2-on-1. Chavold feeds it over, feeds it to Johnson. Johnson's going to get the shot, and he'll score. Deacon Johnson from Thor Chavold ties this game at 1. 5:16 left in the second period. So far, according to my hockey rankings, Kaufman undefeated, 6-0. Of course, they are on the OHSAA side of things, so their season did not start until right around the beginning of November. As Braden LaChance will take the face-off for Canton Akron. He'll take this one against Beatty. Rocks will win this one. They'll get it out to center. And it'll be Sullivan that will send this one up and over the bench. And the clock will stop with 5:10 left. Second period, we are all tied up at 1. And we'll try this face-off again there. Didn't quite go right. They'll have LaChance step out of the circle. And Kaufman will win this one. They'll chip it down in their offensive zone. Max Morrow going to sweep it around the kick plate out to Deacon Johnson. Johnson trying to feed LaChance, but had it sent back to the lower right corner. Morrow trying to work their way out. And LaChance from the near board. Working to the circle to the right of Castray. Back behind the goal line now. Trying to feed somebody. And that'll be Chavold. Chavold just with the assist. As Weaver now sending it to the near board. Max Morrow was there. Didn't see it coming, though. And Hawk will continue to run. 4:25 left here. Second period. From around the net of Castre. It'll be Beatty this time up the near board. And it'll sail all the way down ice. Icing coming up against Dublin Kaufman. .4:12 remaining here, second period. Lucas Black will take the face-off to the right of Castre. Take this one against Keto. Shot from the blue line, going to be high. And Ethan Bell will be the first one to it. Wyatt Dilly there now. He'll chip this up the boards, try to get it out to the point. And he'll chip it right back down behind. And Ethan Bell will be there as well. We'll do it again. Bell try to send it over to Craven in the near point, but he'll be intercepted. Craven now one-on-one defensively against Wagner. And he'll interrupt the path, and that will send the puck behind the net where Barbieri will try to send it out to the far board. Couldn't get it through traffic. Shot from the top of the circle through traffic. Mold caught it the last second. And Kaufman trying to work around Craven. Craven being tenacious, getting back out to Bell. Bell chipping it through center, and it's going to be a race for the puck to the far side. And it'll be Braden Scholl that will get to it first. Scholl going to skate right in front of Castre. And he'll lose the puck here, and he'll backhand it to the lower left corner. And it'll send all the way down the other end of the ice, and icing coming up against Kaufman. Face off to the right of Castre. It'll be Ollie Stagmeyer, Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. It'll feed this one back to LaChance. LaChance takes a shot. Pad saved by Castre. It'll go off to his right on the near boards. Chance looking for some help. He'll get some help from Doris. LaChance again working to the inside to the right of Castre. He'll have it go off the post, almost on the back of the net, and back out to the point. And a shot will be redirected up into the netting, and the clock will stop with 2:50 remaining here, second period. 1-1 is your score. Face off to the left of Castre. It'll be Doris that tried to get a shot off, but no go there. Doris on the near board. He had a chance, trying to dig at it. Stagmeyer now trying to feed it in the slot, was looking for Doris, and Stagmeyer will get the puck back. He'll take it to the far side. Working to the inside now is LaChance. LaChance couldn't get it past the two black jerseys. However, he'll extend himself, sweep the puck back into the zone, and Klein had it. His Niddle had it too, and he lost it. Canton Akron right there. And Weaver skating it behind the net of Castre. He'll be in the upper left corner now. He'll have to battle Beatty for it, and it'll come loose. Behind the net of Castre. Canton Akron won't let him out. Siff stealing it from the far side. He'll work behind the net. Doris in the slot. He'll have to attack the puck now in the lower left corner. It'll work its way up. And Balestrino takes a shot. And it's going to be redirected up in the air. Siff tried to palm it down. Couldn't get to it. Beatty, the first one there. He'll send it all the way down. And icing will be the call. 1:39 remaining here as we'll bring this one back to the Jets' offensive zone. Siff to take this one against Bellamy. And a shot off the faceoff by Tyler Benson. Feed it into the slot, and it'll work around the back of the net for Kaufman. And again, we'll sail all the way down ice here. We'll see if it's going to be icing. They're going to wave it off. No, actually going to give it to him. So last we have been able to check, 12:42 remaining in the game in Ann Arbor. It is still 0-0. Michigan with the ball. Anybody listening to get some updates, shoot them to me. I'd like to know. Siff tries to win this one against Bellamy. Shot coming out of the circle, and the puck will ride along the glass and into the netting. And just with 1:20 remaining here, second period. We'll do it again. Same plate, same bat time, same bat channel. Stiff again for the faceoff. Copper will win this one, but it's going to hand all the way back down. It's going to center around the kick plate, icing, and we'll do it one more time. All right, so an updated score here with 9:15 remaining in the first quarter. I think this is right this time. Youngstown State Penguins take a 7-0 lead over Yale. Face off to the right of Castro again. Siff sending this one behind the goal line. It'll be picked up by Broadfoot. I'll try to work it through center, but no one with control of the puck here as we have under a minute to play here in this second frame. Puck out to Scholl at center for the Rocks. Trying to work it down the near board, but he'll run into Siff. Siff will make him maybe pass it quicker than he wanted to. It'll sail out to the far side. And that's Klein. We'll send it around the kick plate, picked up by Canton Akron. Puck riding down the glass. And we'll have icing coming up against Canton Akron. 35 seconds remaining here, second period. 1-1 is your score. More importantly, in the tournament sense, is that Canton Akron is winning this period 1-0. So face off to the right of Mold. Beatty taking it for the Rocks. Take this one against, it's going to be LaChance. And 2-on-1 developing for Canton Akron. Working to the inside. LaChance takes a shot. Glove save. No rebound. Barbieri tried to feed it in, and he fed it right to Dylan Magyar. Magyar now 1-on-1, takes a shot, and it's going to be a score. That's Braden Scholl with the errant pass. That results in a goal for Dublin Kaufman. 15.4 seconds now. 2-1 is the lead for Kaufman, but it is now tied 1-1 in terms of this period. Face off at center. Chavold will have possession the far side. Try to work it through the circle down the far boards. They'll run into some resistance. Scholl will be right there. Braden LaChance trying to feed it into the slot. Was looking for Deacon Johnson. Couldn't connect. And that will bring us to the end of the second period here at the Chiller North in Columbus, Ohio. After 2, it's Dublin Kaufman 2. Canton Akron Jets 1. We'll go to the ice cut. We'll step aside for a timeout while they do that. You're listening to Canton Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio 2, a part of the iMedia One network.
Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit TAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team, pride, Cobras.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies.
Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
The stations that are always ahead of the game.
Western Reserve Radio.
Western Reserve Radio 2 and City View Sportscast. Youngstown, Ohio.
Ice cut time here at the Chiller North in Columbus, Ohio, between the second and third period. Devlin Kaufman goes into the locker room with a 2-1 lead. And so far here, it would be Kaufman getting on the scoreboard early in the first period, as Bellamy would bury one with 1:46 left in the first period. That would give the Rocks the 1-0 lead. And that would also end up being the 1-0 win in the first period. Again, tournament rules here, each period is kind of a mini game. In the second period, it would be Deacon Johnson tying it up on the assist from Thor Chavold. That coming with 5:16 left in the second period. But then Scholl, with just 15 seconds, would feed one in for the Kaufman Rocks. And Braden Scholl would give the Rocks the 2-1 lead going into the break. Of course, big games going on around the country. Rivalry weekend here is right now we take a look at Michigan and Ohio State. And Michigan gets on the board first by way of a 45-yard field goal. Gives them a 3-0 lead there. That came with 12:37 remaining in the first quarter. Also, the Youngstown State Penguins. As we try to update the scores here. With 5:08 left in the first quarter, Penguins, they take a 14-0 lead over Yale. Penguins competing in the 1AA playoffs. So far, Bo Brungard, 5 for 5 for 84 yards and a touchdown, 7 carries for 50 yards and a touchdown as well. Kylon Wilson with 3 receptions for 49 yards. Brungard hit Mike Tomczak for a 23-yard touchdown pass. And they also rushed 6 yards for a touchdown himself as well. So the Penguins well on their way here. 14-0 is the lead. Again, that comes with 5:08 remaining in the first quarter. Here in Columbus, though, Kaufman Rocks, they go into the locker room with a 2-1 lead over the Canton Akron Jets. Ice cut time here. We'll step aside for a break. When we come back, third period action here. You are listening to Canton Akron Jets hockey on Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Watch this. Let's face it. What a time to be making a hockey show.
Nice. Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped.
Let's know what they're in for here.
Here we are.
How scared are you guys? How scared are you?
What keeps you motivated?
I think winning. I don't really know any different.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Discount Power Sports LLC is continuing to grow. They offer ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bicycles, while offering off-road power sport repair services. Located at 758 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to the newly renovated Village Tavern. Discount Power Sports LLC also offers financing and accepts all major credit cards. Discount Power Sports LLC, find them online at discountpowersports.biz. Discount Power Sports LLC, where value meets adventure.
Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
Your best source for everything hockey is here. The NHL app is your place to get every highlight from every game.
McDavid for the net.
Off the ice player content you won't find anywhere else.
You guys have a helmet I could throw on for this?
The most NHL edge stats and advanced analytics and ways to catch up on the game how you want, when you want. When it comes to following the NHL, don't settle for anything else. Hockey is better on the NHL app.
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today. The Village Tavern's been a beloved local landmark in Hubbard, Ohio for nearly a century, and now it's better than ever. Recently renovated and still serving up the same warm hospitality, the Village Tavern is your go-to spot for great food, cold drinks, and a laid-back atmosphere. Whether you're stopping in for dinner, catching up with friends, or just looking to relax, you'll enjoy a full menu of American favorites, rotating drink specials, and friendly service that makes every visit memorable. Be sure to visit the Village Tavern at 746 North Main Street in Hubbard, right next to Repair That Glass. To learn more, go to villagetavern3.com.
Think back to the beginning. That first game. That first jersey. That first moment when you knew you'd found your place. What you wear today started with a feeling. A feeling that changed everything. NHL Shop, a Fanatics experience.
Are you ready to hit the gridiron and make your mark? The Cleveland Cobras are recruiting players and coaches for the upcoming Premier Amateur Football League season. We're looking for passion, grit, and the relentless drive to win. Whether you're a seasoned vet or hungry rookie, your shot starts now. Join a brotherhood, build a legacy, strike with the Cobras. Follow us on Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or for league information, visit PAFLfootball.com to get started today. Team, pride, Cobras.
Youngstown, Warren, and Salem Sports Talk is on the iMedia One Network. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast.
Third period action coming up here from Chiller North in the Columbus, Ohio area. Speaking of, right now, the Ohio State Buckeyes, they trail 6-0. That team up north. 2 field goals, giving them the lead. And for the Youngstown State Penguins, they have a 14-0 lead over Yale at the Ice Castle there in Youngstown in the 1AA playoffs, or the FCS division. That's the way you remember it now. Canton Akron now trailing 2-1 here at Chiller North. Hoppin' Rocks with the goal in each period gives them the lead going into the break. Rocks undefeated here so far through 6 games. Canton Akron coming at 17-4 today after their win last night. A chance we'll get this one started. Both to our left. Castro to our right. Puck loose now as we'll get this third period underway. Mason Doris down the far board, or down the near board, excuse me. Going to bounce this one off of a Rocks player to be redirected. And now Beatty with the shot. And it's going to go off the post. May have bounced off of Connor Mold's mask as well. He's trying to shake it off. And Max Morrow now trying to back this one out through center. And it'll be Braden Scholl that will pick it up and reset for Dublin Kaufman. Stagmeyer trying to interrupt it. Do that briefly as now Rocks will go D to D. They'll send this one through center. And it'll be Stagmeyer that will bounce this one over to Morrow. Morrow going to ricochet it off the board. Out to LaChance. LaChance couldn't handle it. And it will end up back on the stick of Matthew Bellamy. Beatty from the top of the circle now. Will be redirected by Jack Fryer. Trying to get a shot off. Fryer took the path away. Bellamy there stepping in as well. And it will still back into the neutral zone to Alex Kutzel. And he will send it back behind the goal line. From behind the net of Connor Mold, Canton Akron. Chip this one out to center. And we're going to get a whistle. And was it a high stick, I believe they called? Okay, don't call that on Bellamy. So we'll bring this one down into the Kaufman defensive zone. 13:46 remaining in the game here. Canton Akron trails 2-1. Dan Siff will take the face off. Craven, Benson, Barbieri, and nicely out for Canton Akron. From the top of the circle, no battle for it, no possession yet. And it'll drift over to the near board where it will be picked up by Colin Delaney. Delaney sending it to the far side. He'll get this one over to Ethan Klein. Klein tried to get it past nicely, couldn't do it. And nicely feeding it in the slot, was looking for Siff. Siff now will have to head down to the lower right corner to try to recover it. Craven stepping in, takes a shot, and it's going to be redirected by Castro. Barbieri redirecting this one, will head out the center. As Rossi nicely will send this one down behind the net of Warren Castro. Out to the far board, Craven almost can step in there, he'll redirect and head to the bench. Shot from the right side of Castro, and it'll be stopped by the junior netminder. Clock will stop at 12:52 remaining here, third period. Kaufman with a 2-1 lead over CAK. A chance to take the face off to the right of Castro. He'll take this one against Bellamy. LaChance tried it with a backhand, but went wide left of the cage. He'll stay around the kick plate and out to Thor Chavold. Chavold couldn't handle it, ran into some traffic. And now it's going to be Bellamy down the far side. He'll lose it. Balestrino will redirect it back to center. Chavold trying to fight through it. Puck still loose here now, and they'll head in the lower right corner and back up the boards towards Gage Weaver. Weaver trying to get it back into the zone. Chavold will redirect it, but it sent back to him by the Rocks. Balestrino will head to the bench. And Dublin Kaufman trying to back this off the board, but Max Morrow there bounced it around. And Thor Chavold will get this out to Max Morrow. Morrow up the far board. Trying to work into the zone. He'll have his pocket picked. And Lucas Black into the zone with the puck. Trying to work through three black jerseys. Backhands it. And it'll be knocked away by Castro. 11:50 left here, third period. And we're going to get a whistle. I believe they're going to call a hand pass. From 11:47 remaining, third period. 8 minutes left in the first period in Ann Arbor. Ohio State trailing 6-0. I'll set this one up from behind the net as the Rocks will make their way through center. And he'll be knocked off the puck by Lucas Black. Puck in front of the net. It'll be redirected down in the lower left corner. And it'll be Lucas Black that will try to chase this one down. However, it'll be icing coming up. Broadfoot was there, but didn't make much of an effort to get to it. Clock will stop with 11:19 left. We'll bring the puck back down to the right of Connor Mold. Wait a chance to take the face off. We'll take this one against Beatty. End of the first quarter in Youngstown. Penguins with a 14-0 lead over Yale. They're at the Ice Castle. The scramble in the circle as Niddle will send this one to the far side. Stagmeyer and Bellamy, the closest ones to it. Going to be on the goal line to the right of Mold. And we're going to get a whistle. I believe it's going to be in. All right, not sure what the whistle was for, but we will do it again to the right of Mold. It will be Beatty and LaChance in the circle. Housekeeping, the official will try to back him out of the circle. Barbieri on the near board now, around the kick plate. Get this one out to LaChance. LaChance through center. He'll have Mason Doris to his right, trying to work the three black jerseys. Takes a shot, stick save. They'll sweep it away. Back out to Craven. Craven trying to sweep it through traffic, and it'll be redirected to the back of the net, where Stagmeyer will send it out to Barbieri from the point. Bellamy through center. He'll feed this one over to Beatty. Beatty will take the shot. Easy glove save by Connor Mold. 10:28 left here, third period. Jets trail 2-1. Speaking of trailing, Buckeyes trailing that team up north 6-0. 2 field goals to account for the scoring. The Youngstown State Penguins with a 14-0 lead over Yale after the first quarter. Beatty sweeping this one behind the goal line off the face-off. Balestrino will head into the upper left corner to get to it. He'll try to get it out to Nicely. Ethan Klein there, cause some havoc. From the slot, takes a shot. It's going to go wide right of the cage. Beatty with an opportunity. Mold playing it calm and cool, though. 10:08 remaining here, third period. Clock continues to run. 2-1 is the score. Jets trailing. Lower right corner now. Just Buck will head up ice, and icing coming up against the Dublin Kaufman Rocks. Balestrino and Weaver will head to the bench for a break. Chance, Pryor, Morrow, Chavold, and Deacon Johnson on the ice for Canton Akron. Face off to the right of Castray. 9:54 remaining. Shot from the top of the circle, and it'll be redirected into the net. And the clock will stop with 9:50. Barely got to tick off the clock there, as Johnson will take the face off. Johnson, the senior out of Wadsworth High School. Pryor from the blue line, just outside of it, has to wait for everybody to clear. He'll send it down back behind the net of Castray. Scholl, going D to D behind the net, and he'll send it back over to Scholl. Rocks now through center, trying to work towards the near board to be Broadfoot that's going to drop past this one. He'll end up on the stick of the Canton Akron Jets here. Deacon Johnson working through center, trying to find some help. Now it's swept away, and the Rocks will feed him through center, but Max Morrow, the only one there. Morrow, the former Newark General and senior out of John Glenn High School. Puck high in the air, stopped by by the Rocks. They'll send it through center. Somebody's lost some of their wardrobe here. I believe a net guard came off out at center. Feed it off the boards of LaChance. LaChance working to the inside. You have Lucas Black with them. Black in the lower right corner, trying to chip it back to LaChance. Pryor takes a shot. Couldn't make it through all the bodies in front of the net. Wyatt Dilley now with the backhand to get this one over to Lucas Black. He can't handle it, and it'll end up on the near board. And it'll be LaChance intercepting it. Dilley taking a shot and back up into the netting. A little bit too much lift on it. Well, stop the clock with 8:28 remaining in the third period. Bell, Black, Dilly, Craven, and Barbieri for the Jets. 8:28 remaining here, third period. 2-1 is the score. Black tries to battle at the top of the slot. He'll take a bump. And Craven trying to take the one-timer, but it's going to go off of Bellamy and be redirected in the upper right corner. Hawks now with the puck. They'll get out center. Craven, though, stepping in, and he will chip it up into the net. That will leave us 8:06 remaining in the game. Stagmeyer, Doris, LaChance, Craven, and Barbieri for Canton Akron. They'll have this one right at center. And they'll drift back into the Rocks defensive zone where they will reset. Get some pressure from the Jets. Stagmeyer there. They'll send it around the kick plate. The Rocks will send this one through center. Craven banking this one off the glass, palm down by Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer working into the zone. They'll try to work the three black jerseys. That won't go well for him. And we're going to have an interference call coming up against Braden LaChance. Alex Kutzel took the shot from LaChance. The CAK captain will head to the box for 90 seconds. 7:42 remaining here, third period. Send out Weaver, Pryor, Johnson, and Lucas Black for the penalty kill. Drop to the left. And we'll get the whistle here. Players are creeping too far into the circle. The official will give them a warning. Black and Niddle for the faceoff to the left of Mold. One by Kaufman. DDD working along the work, dropping it. Takes a shot, it's going to be redirected. Niddle had an opportunity for a rebound, couldn't connect on it. Back out to the blue line now, and Magyar will have to chase this one down behind. Excuse me, that'll be Scholl. Chasing it down behind the net of Castre. And down the near board, Beatty tried to work through some traffic, and Weaver will sweep it out. And sent back over to where Braden Scholl, the senior defenseman, will feed it to Beatty. On the far side, it'll be Lucas Black causing some havoc there. We'll get it to the near side. Takes a shot from the circle. Glove save. Scholl with the wrister. Stopped by the CAK netminder. 6:55 remaining here, third period. 43 seconds left on the power play. Broadfoot, drop this one down in the circle on the near side. He'll get it back. He'll go D to D from the blue line. Send it to the far side circle. Jack Pryor there. Work it. And trying to look for somebody in the slot, but Dan Siff just came on the ice. Blocked that shot. And back out to the blue line. Siff working his way around, taking the path away. Shot from the blue line. Pad saved by Mold. Redirected to the near board, and it'll roll around the far side. It'll be chased down by Niddle. Niddle taking a bump, and it'll be a battle on the far side for it. Ethan Bell there as Niddle waiting for the puck. He tried to get it, tried to help Beatty, but shot from the top of the circle. Another glove save. Braden Scholl trying to take the sweeping shot, but got nothing on it. 6:08 remaining, third period. And that will clear the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5. Again, 90-second penalties here in this tournament. Face off to the right of Mold. That'll be Bellamy. And shot off out of the circle, covered up by Connor Mold. We'll do it again. Last update that we got, the Buckeyes trailing 6-0 in the first quarter. 2 field goals by those guys. Puck to the left of Mold. He'll have to cover this up. crowd started to form. And a face-off to the left. Roxella on the near side now. Bell taking a shot. Puck loose. And Sif trying to get to it quickly out at center. He'll sweep it out. Trying to get it to Lucas Black. He was in the middle of the ice. Couldn't get to it. Black will backhand this one down behind the goal line. Behind Castre. Shot from Morrow. Be redirected. Going to the far right circle. Pryor there as well. He'll keep it in the zone. Behind the net. Trying to feed somebody in the slot. Ethan Bell going to have to come into the corner to help him out. He tried to get it over to Max Morrow at the blue line, but trying to work to the inside. Covered up as Bellamy had a shot. Old coming out of the net. Body's coming together a little bit. The officials, though, are going to keep good control of it as the clock will stop with 5:19 left in the game. 4:33 left in the first quarter. Ohio State Buckeyes, they get a field goal. Got the other team's lead in half. 6-3 is now the score. Buckeyes trailing. Face off here, Tyler Benson through center with Mason Dars. Dars help him out. Nicely on the ice as well. Nicely in the slot, waiting for a feed. Takes a shot. It's going to go off the left boot of Castre. Couldn't get any closer than that without scoring. Pryor now down from the near board. Will take the sharp angle shot. Actually going to send this one back out to Morrow, and he'll sneak outside of the zone, and Morrow will bring it back as the Jets will clear. Morrow will take the shot, and it'll be caught by Castre. He'll think twice and cover it up. Clock will stop at 4:47 remaining. Third period. 2-1 is your score. Jets trailing. A game here so far. Jets 17-4 on the season. Kaufman rocks 6-0 so far. Stagmeyer will take the face-off for CAK to the right of Castre. We'll clear this one out to center. Weaver drifting back in his own defensive zone. Will send it forward. Try to give the Braden LaChance, who had the earlier penalty for interference. And the puck down behind the net. O'Connor Mold, no icing coming up. It'll go off the boards and back behind as Weaver was waiting for the pass from Stagmeyer. Stagmeyer trying to work through some traffic. LaChance now will have it. LaChance getting into the zone. Has Deacon Johnson to his right. Tries to feed over it. Nobody there. Open back door. Couldn't connect on the pass. And back out to center, Stagmeyer. He'll keep possession. He'll lose it in a pile, though. And Kaufman will reset. Less than 4 minutes to play here. Third period. Kaufman with a 2-1 lead. And we'll get a whistle. Hand pass coming up against Dublin Kaufman. No big deal. We'll drop this right at the center logo, which is the Columbus Blue Jackets. Mason Dars to take the face off. Canton Akron missing Sebastian Dabb, serving a 1-game suspension during this game. Weaver trying to feed it down ice, but it's going to hit all the way down with 3:41 left. Third period. That's now going to go for a defensive change. Craven, Barbieri, Black, Doris, and Ethan Bell out for the Jets. They take the face off against Doris. He'll send it out to the blue line. Does it? We'll send this one down, and it'll be Lucas Black backhanding, trying to set up for Doris, but he'll send it out to the point, and a shot. It'll go wide. Be redirected wide left. Easy for me to say. Doris now into the zone. He'll have this puck poked away from him. Barbieri trying to send it back. Barbieri with a big shot. As some battle in front of the net, and Black there, sending it back out there. Craven will sweep it in with a backhand. Back in there. Ethan Bell takes a shot into traffic, and it's going to head behind the net. A little bit of an optical illusion there. Everybody thought it went in. Barbieri tried to sneak a shot in from the blue line through traffic. Couldn't get there. And we're going to get a whistle. .252 remaining here, third period. Hooking. The call. And this one is going to be on Lucas Black. Canton Akron going to go to the penalty kill for the next 90 seconds. 2:52 remaining. So Black, Pryor, Siff, and Braden LaChance. Out for Canton Akron. LaChance takes his face off against Beatty. Pryor trying to clear it off. It'll go off the glass. We'll have it. And they say it hit the net. But the officials were going to let it go, and then once they got called on it. As we have 1:22 left on the power play for Kaufman, 2:44 left on the game clock. Face off to the right of Castre. Pryor off the far board. Try to keep it in there, but. And it was a shot that came all the way down. They're not going to call any icing on it. Although they're not on the penalty kill. All right, so coach is calling for the same thing. The clock continues to run here. 2:20 remaining, third period. Siff from the far side trying to feed Pryor, but it'll be sent over to a Kaufman player. They'll try to reset it. And now Siff coming in to steal it. Trying to steal it away from Beatty. He'll tie it up in the upper right corner. Pryor there, trying to look for somebody in the slot. Trying to look for the shorthanded goal. Traffic now to the left of Castre will break up, and they will head through center. Weaver and Siff there, and we're going to get an offside call against Kaufman. 1:55 remaining in the game. 33 seconds remaining on the penalty to Lucas Black. Update from the Ice Castle in Youngstown. The Penguins now take a 21-0 lead over Yale. Bo Brungard, 12 of 16 for 176 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's also carried 9 times for 55 yards. We have the face-off just outside the Jets' defensive zone. Doris sending it down ice, and no call here. All right, so no icing. They'll leave this one in the Jets' offensive zone. 1:43 left, third period. Doris going to chase it around the back as Kaufman will go back and forth trying to eat the clock up. Kaufman working to the inside, tries to take a shot, but it's going to be stopped and swept away by Jack Pryor. Another sharp angle shot from the circle, and it'll be swallowed up by Connor Mold. The clock will stop with 1:22 remaining in the game, and we're back to 5-on-5. Brungard with another pass that Max Tomzak for 6 yards. Gives YSU the 21-0 lead. Great action coming up here all day long. As they will take a timeout. I believe it's going to be Canton Akron will take a timeout. 1:22 left here, third period. Jets trail 2-1. We'll step aside for a timeout as well. You're listening to Canton Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio 2, a part of the iMedia One network.
Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
The stations that always keep you in the zone.
I love it. It's awesome.
Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
Back to 5-on-5. We'll have the draw to the left of Connor Mold. 1:22 remaining in the game. LaChance taking the face-off against Niddle. Behind the goal line, trying to feed it in. Beatty looking for the redirect, and the net going to come off its mooring as the official will blow the whistle with 1:15 remaining. Scores from around in college football. The Buckeyes still trail by a score of 6-3, and the Youngstown State Penguins lead Yale 21-0. Beatty and LaChance for the face-off to the right of Mold. And we're going to get the whistle again as they'll try to back Niddle and Sif out of the circle. And Canton Akron will win this one. Weaver trying to send it down out to center. He'll try to get it to Sif. And an offside call, I guess, coming up. High sticking coming up, I'm sorry. 1:08 left. We're going to drop this one to the left of Castre. Officials trying to get everybody set. Here's the chance to take the face off. On the lower right corner. Rocks with possession. Trying to clear this one out, but it'll be Weaver. Had an opportunity. He did keep it in and able to sweep it down to Sif. Sif taking a spinning shot. Weaver trying to get through traffic. Glove save by Castre. 49.5 seconds left in the game. So far this period tied 0-0. Chance trying to sneak one in. Puck will end up high and drop down in the lower right corner. Weaver will palm this one down at center. Try to get it back into the zone. Almost got it past Castre. I don't think he saw it coming. And puck going all the way down behind the goal line. Icing coming up against Kaufman with 33.5 seconds remaining. Here in the third period, Jets trail 2-1. Dublin Kaufman looking to keep their record perfect. Jackson Niddle now in the circle against Braden LaChance. He'll get it out to Pryor. Pryor at the point. Trying to sneak one down here, go wide right of the cage. Weaver at the point waiting for it. And it'll sail outside as Pryor will try to get it back down to the zone as the Jets clear. Black try to send it over to LaChance. LaChance didn't see it coming. Just 10 seconds remaining as it will have an empty net with 8 seconds remaining. Bell drops it down in the zone. 4 seconds remaining. And they will not get a shot off here to end this one. And after 3, Canton Akron Jets, they will fall in this one by a score of 2-1. We'll step aside for a timeout. We'll come back. We'll give you the numbers and wrap it up here. Game number 2 of the Thanksgiving Classic here in the books. Jets take the 2-1 loss. You're listening to Canton Akron Jets hockey here on Western Reserve Radio 2, a part of the iMedia One Network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
Are
Are you ready to join the legacy? This is your chance to become part of something special with the Youngstown Patricians. Honoring the proud football tradition of the Valley, we're on the lookout for talented post-high school athletes who want to make their mark on the field. Whether you're a seasoned high school athlete, college, or former professional player, develop your skills and become part of a team that values hard work, dedication, and community spirit. Don't wait. Begin your path to the gridiron by visiting youngstownpat.com or contacting us on Facebook at the Youngstown Patricians. Be bold, be legendary, join the Youngstown Patricians today.
Someone's got to set the tone out there, boys. Someone's got to set it.
The station that sets the tone for Youngstown Phantoms hockey is Western Reserve Radio. WRDB, The Scourge.
Back here as we wrap it up from Chiller North here in Columbus, Ohio. The Jets fall by a score of 2-1. Not much in the way of scoring here, as it would be Dublin Coffin that would get on the board first, as it would be, Matt Bellamy finding the back of the net with 1:46 left in the first period. And then it would be Deacon Johnson for the Jets in the second period, getting the assist from Thor Chavold. It would tie this one up at 1. But with just 15.4 seconds left in the second period, it would be Braden Scholl that would give the Rocks the lead. And no scoring in the third period, so that would be your final. The Dublin Coffin Rocks remain undefeated. They move to 7-0. The Canton Akron Jets, they fall to 16-5. Connor Mold stopped 22 out of 24. And the Jets, again, out shooting their opponent, as Warren Castre would see 32 shots. He would stop 31 out of 32. Jets back on the ice tonight at 7:30. They will take on Hilliard. We'll go on the air just about 5 minutes prior to that as we continue to cover the Thanksgiving Day Classic here in Columbus, Ohio, here at Chiller North. And until then, we'll head over to catch up on some Buckeye football, and good luck to the Youngstown State Penguins as they have a 21-0 lead over Yale there at the Ice Castle in Youngstown. I want to thank you for joining us here for Canton Akron Jets hockey. And we'll see you all back here tonight at 7:25 as the Jets will take on the Hilliard Hockey Club. Have a great day, everybody.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of Western Reserve Radio. And we now return to our regularly scheduled programming.
Your home for PAFL football is the iMedia One Network, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
4816. That's 800-256